Heyo everybody, I'm cooking an extra special dinner tonight, and the occasion is that I'm hungry, and that's what I want for dinner. I figured it'd be nice to have something a little bit nicer than pizza or whatever we've been eating for the last week or so. So I am making some stuffed chicken boobs wrapped in bacon, chicken breasts. So I got my oven preheating at 400, and I got my pan warming up. Don't touch it, it's hot. And I got me some thin chicken breasts. I couldn't find any chicken breasts that were big enough for me to cut a pocket into to stuff them. Got me some asparagus, green onions, bacon, of course, Swiss cheese, cream cheese, and some wine for drinking. We found some peach wine, and some wine for cooking. I don't know why I bought that massive bottle. It was the only one they had in the store, and I need Merlot for this cooking. So you need Merlot for your chicken. Not any red wine will do, but a Merlot or a port, also the best. First thing we're gonna do is salt and pepper both sides of my chicken. Oh damn. My brain's been doing a lot of farting today. Pepper, salt, pepper. Oh yeah, the oven's warm. Okay, we are done with the seasonings.
I'll say that was a fast video.
So we are done with the seasonings. So if you think you're gonna add any more seasonings, this is one of those fancy recipes where you don't use any seasonings. So yeah, if you put any more seasoning, you'll kill it. We're gonna let the chicken rest and come to room temperature. And now I'm gonna get ready for my mix. Oh, actually, I'm not gonna use the whole thing. I'm gonna use half the block.
That's a lot.
Should I use less? Yeah, I'm only doing 2, so I'll use a quarter of the block. Or a third, somewhere around there. That much. There's a lot that goes into making the filling for the chicken. We figured we'd kind of show more of the end result than anything to save time on the video, because otherwise we're going to be here for 20 minutes. I've got the white parts of the green onions, and I'm just gonna thinly slice those, and then I'm gonna go back and give them one more good chop, just so they have like a really rough kind of minced to them. And then the asparagus, I'm gonna do like maybe 1/2-inch chop. And for I got some really thick asparagus. That's like the same size as my thumb. So I'm gonna have to chop those long ways too. Okay. So I got my green onions, they're coarsely chopped. So now I can move on to my asparagus. I'm gonna go for probably about a 1/4-inch cube. So if I got some thick sections of the asparagus, like what I chopped down here, I'm gonna cut it in half before I cut it into chunks. And also got to make sure asparagus has the chewy end at the bottom. And usually you can tell where that end is if it snaps like that. That means it's good, but if it just kind of... Oh, this one's actually going to be really good. Okay. So that one just wasn't chewy. A lot of asparagus you get. We got a really good batch of asparagus. Most of the time with asparagus, the bottom ends are really fibrous and they're hard to chew. So usually cut the bottom inch or so off, but the snap test will tell you whether or not it's fibrous. I don't need to do that with these. Alright, so 1/4-inch chop. Okay, so I am cubing up my cheese. It's about a little bit over a 1/2-inch cube. For the 2 wraps that I'm doing, this is about all I'll need. So maybe a 1/4 cup. I was gonna mix it in with the stuffing or with the filling, but I'm not. I'm gonna leave it here. I must find a stirring device and mix this all together. Okay, so we got our filling mixed, our cheese sliced. Next, we need our bacon. I need 6 slices per wrap. So we're gonna take our 3 and lay them out. And then we're gonna take the other 3 and weave them in. And it can be a pretty loose weave, that's fine. Okay. We're going to take our bottom, we're going to lay it out on the wrap diagonally. We're going to take a scoopful of the filling. We're going to put it in. We're going to take some cheese. And put that in. And if you did manage to find breast big enough to butterfly and make a big enough pocket, if you got the breast, basically you want to cut halfway through and you want to leave like a horseshoe shape around it, and just you'll cut through one side and then the rest you'll leave connected, and like don't go any closer than like 3/4 of an inch to the edge. Otherwise it'll cause the chicken to cook weird. Take another half. That one doesn't fit. Gonna work. I'm gonna press it. And we're gonna go from the top down. And we're gonna pull the bacon tight. As long as we have our pan oiled, we cook it this side down first when we sear it. They can just stay together. I got 2 slices over there, so I'll make the other blanket and then we'll finally get to cooking. Okay, the chickies are done, so time to cook. I'm going to do a generous amount of oil. I do not want dehydrated wine stuck to my pan because it will make everything stick. So I got my pan's been heating. It's at a really low temperature, probably 3 or 4. What I'm going to do is take my chicken wraps and put them in with the overlapping side down first. I'll get my hand in the oil. And then I'm going to pop my cork. And this is my Merlot. I'm basically going to fill the bottom up of the pan with it. So right about there. And I'm going to cover it and let it simmer for about...
With a pie cover?
Well, yeah, I don't have a lid for that pan, so we're using a pie cover. But I'm going to cover it and let it simmer for a good 20 to 30 minutes. And let it simmer on low. And it's going to turn the meat nice and purple and soak up the flavor of that. And can't wait, it's going to be yummy. I don't like red wine, but I love cooking chicken with red wine. I'm a weirdo. So I'll see you guys in about 25 minutes. Alright, well, I forgot to mention that while our chicken's cooking, it's wine time. So, and this is take 2, by the way. I couldn't get it open the first time. I need my aerator and we don't have any wine glasses, so these little champagne glasses will have to do, but that one's for you.
Oh, yay! What flavor is this one?
This one is peach.
Tastes super good.
Made by Stella Rose, the tequila company. So, the tequila guys figured out how to make wine. Cheers.
Cheers.
Dink.
Think.
Alright, you guys will see when the chicken's ready to switch. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes. I'm going to flip them over. See what we got, how good we're still together. I'm going to put the lid back on. And go for another 15. We're at just the right temperature to where when the lid's on it boils, but when you take the lid off it stops. Alrighty, it's been 30 minutes. Chicken looks absolutely yummy. I'm gonna take these bad boys, put them in my lid. And then I'm going to put them in the oven at 400, get that bacon nice and crispy, and also it's going to cook it the rest of the way through. So I'm going to do it for about 10, and then I'm going to flip it over and then do it for another 5, maybe 10. We'll see how the bacon goes. I'll see you then. Flipping time. Oh yeah. 5 more minutes or so? That'll be perfect. Ooh, listen to them sizzles. The bacon is nice and crispy. Chicken, there should be no reason why it is not completely done. I guess we'll find out. Let's take the bigger one. Got a little bit of bacon stuck to the bottom, that's fine. Nice and tender, perfectly cooked, falling apart. As always. There you guys have it. You got your bacon wrapped chicken boobies, chicken breasts, and total cook time is probably about an hour, but it is well worth it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.